Hi, it's Warren here from Overexposed 360. It's the 13th of October 2016, the launch date of a Sony Playstation VR. We've got a headset here, we've got a new camera, and we've got a few games. So we're going to do an unboxing, we're going to hook it up, we're going to test it out, and I'll give you some thoughts and opinions of how good this is compared to a few others on the market at the moment. So let's get on with it. So let's check out the headset first. So that's a brand new box. Nothing too exciting, so let's check out what's inside. Okay, let's have this opens up. Flip through. Right, there you go. Oh, we got a pretty big Sony box here. I'll just put this outer case on the side here. We won't need that. Alright, so let's crack it open and have a look. Let's see, we've got a few brochures here, just advertising games. Need some help. There you go, PSVR help. So you can log on if you can't get it hooked up. Hopefully it's not that hard, we can sort it out. Here's a PlayStation VR demo disc. Haven't seen a demo disc from Sony for quite a while. I think the PlayStation 1 had one. I'm not sure about PlayStation 2, maybe that had one, I can't remember. But definitely not the PlayStation 3 and PlayStation 4, so this will give us a good start with some demos that there is, but I do have a few games that is provided by Sony, which I thank you Sony for providing that. So I will definitely try them all out. And we got an amazing screen cleaner here, so can't go without that. Right, let's see what else is there. There's a quick start guide. Wow, this. There you go. For a quick start guide, it's quite a big brochure. Well, at least all the writing in it is very big as well, so it's not a 10,000 page novel with 10,000 words. It's nice big pictures. That's cheating. We don't look at instructions. That's just what's the point of that. Right, let's see what's in here. So here's the important part. What's inside of here is, if I can get it open, let's see how that works. Alright, what's here? Feels like some cables here. Let's have a look at what cables we've got here. Look, we've just got a power cable. Fancy way of putting a power cable in, so that's one here. And what's on this side? Let's grab this one over here. There's another big box. I think this might be a breakout box that's required to be plugged in. Okay, here it is. So here are the cables. So let's pull that out and have a quick look. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Right, so here we go. We got some USB cables. We got another power source. I suppose that's where the power supply plugs into. We got some headphones for the PSVR. This is an all-important breakout box with some added processing power for the PSVR for the PS4. So let's have a quick look at that before we bring the headset out. So let's check this out. Yeah, you got two HDMI ports here for you to plug the HDMI in and into out to the TV and in from the PS4. You got power sockets here, and you got a micro USB connection. I'm not quite sure what it's for, but I'm quite sure I'll find out soon enough. There's a fan. Excuse me. And check this out. That's pretty fancy. In actual fact, there's a USB port here and another HDMI cable. I think that's the HDMI going out to the PSVR. So yeah, I think this is just for cable management. So you plug it all in nice and easy and flush here, and put it back out, and it'll be flushed up to the end here. But we'll hook it up and we'll find out exactly how that works. Another HDMI cable. So this is probably for the headset to the breakout unit. Right, let's see. Where's the actual unit itself? Oh, there's a thick cable here. Oh, that's a big cable here going into I don't know, it's got a big number 4 in. We might have a crack out the instruction later, but we'll put that to the side and let's check out the headset. So there's a headset. We'll just put the box away so it's not taking up the room. Okay, let's check out this headset. Alright, so this is what we've got. Let's open it in a kind of a plasticky paper type padding. And here is the PSVR headset. So just like what you've all seen in all the marketing and all the video, there's a little Sony logo up the top here. It's exactly what it looks like. Okay, that's kind of stretches out, so you can see that kind of stretches out to fit on your. Oh wow, is that elastic? Yeah, that's actually good elastic. Hopefully that doesn't wear out and break. That's probably the only thing I'll be worried about with that. But yeah, so that's just stretches over your head, and there's a button here as well. Just trying to work out what all these buttons are for. There's a button down here. There's just some logo with some padding. So let's see what it feels like when it's on. So, okay. Right, I can't see you guys at all. Oh wow, okay. So the button down here is to, the button on the bottom right of the PSVR is to kind of move the screen in and out, so you can kind of lift it up and see what's going on. And I suppose it's really so that right, let's make sure it's in the right spot. So I assume this is supposed to be. I have no idea what it looks like right now. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. Right, let's put it back in. Okay, so that's nice and secure. Yeah, no, it feels different. Definitely compared to the Gear VR, the Samsung Gear VR. Yeah, I like the weight that's kind of on top, as you guys probably all known and heard from the from other people. It's more of a visor. It's more like a hat rather than something that just hook a ski mask that just grab right on your face. So it's good, because the problem that I have with the ski mask type goggles, VR goggles, is that it generates a lot of heat right on your eyes, and it really fogs up my glasses and fog up the screen inside the VR unit, or inside the magnifying glass. So this feels a lot more comfortable, because the weight is kind of around your head here, top in the back here. I'll just rotate around just so you can see. So this is kind of sitting on the lower back of my head, not on top of my head. And then this is resting on my forehead, and yeah, so it feels quite comfortable. I mean, I don't know, after an hour use I may say something different, but so far just putting it on, it feels a lot more comfortable than the Gear VR and the 5 as well. Okay, so let's see. Alright, so this is what it is. So that's the unit itself. And also I have my glasses on. It seems to be okay. Obviously we'll see how it actually works when we actually got a game in there running, and whether the glasses still work okay with the focus. But overall, that's the unboxing itself. So that's the unit. We have cables galore, cable of number 4, cable of number 1, the breakout unit. Let's put some of this packaging away a little bit, so that we okay. Here's the headphones, the power. Here's a USB, micro USB cable. Okay, so that's where it goes into the breakout box. I'll find out where that number 2 is going to. Okay, so and then there's the power cord that I plug into there, and then the instruction menu. Alright, let's see if I can fit it all on the table here. The demo disc, the cloth, and just some marketing materials. So all in all, that's what's inside the PSVR box.
So I've managed to hook it up on the TV and it's all working. As you can see from the unboxing before, there's a lot of cables. It's actually not that hard to hook up, everything's quite logical. The processing unit is hooked up to the PS4 via USB cable, and the HDMI cable coming out from the PS4 into the processing unit. The processing unit is then connected to the TV with a TV out via HDMI, and on the front of the processing unit it is connected to the headset via HDMI and a headset connection cable. And if you can do all that, you have completed setting up your PSVR to your PS4. So in booting up on the PS4, you'll notice that it will require you to update PlayStation VR software from version 1.5 to version 2. This actually doesn't take that long to download and install, so we'll do that now. And once you've got version 2 of the software installed, you can use your PSVR for the first time on your PS4. So I'm booting up again. The first time you run your PSVR, it will take you through a few steps of setting up the cameras and how to get your headset ready, and we've just got simple instructions on teaching you how to actually use the headset and how to position it and how to wear it. And once you've gone through all that, we're now ready to actually test out some games.
Keep still. We gotta get the hell out of here. Come on.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? It's showtime! Pilots, fire up the reactors! It's game on! Let's play End Zone! Ryu has played host to some of the most thrilling End Zone matches thanks to its compact layout.
An overhead obstruction blocked your eject.
Sharks steal the ball, they're on the attack. Sharks scoop it up and are going on offense. The Sharks pilot has their eye on the end. The carrier is down and the ball is loose.
They've collected the
Overall, I think the PSVR is amazing. Are the graphics as good as PS4? No. Are the graphics as good as the Rift or the Vive? No. Are the motion tracking or the controller tracking perfect? They're not. And does it still make you feel sick and you want to throw up? Absolutely sometimes. But here's the good news. even though the graphics is a downgrade from what you're used to playing on the TV or on your computer. Once you actually get in the game, it really doesn't really matter that much. And the best example of this is Drive Club VR. On first booting up Drive Club VR, I almost didn't want to play it because of the graphics. But once I got into it, the graphics take a back seat and the immersion of driving in the cockpit environment really take over. I can see around, I can see the corners coming, and I'm driving a lot better than I've ever have. The imprecise nature of the controller tracking is a bit annoying when you see it jittering on screen, but it hasn't really impacted on my immersion or experience with VR. And with the motion sickness, yes, I'm still getting it, but at the same time I'm getting a lot less than what I expected from playing a high-speed first-person shooter, which is basically what Riggs is. I've also noticed that with each session I play, I can play a little bit longer before I do get that queasy feeling. So maybe VR is something that you get used to, and it will build up over time when you can actually play a lot longer session. The PSVR headset itself is very well built and is extremely comfortable, much more comfortable than the other VR headset that's on the market at the moment. And I suppose the bottom line is that it's the cheapest way to get into VR at the moment. And also because it is on the PS4, normally your PS4 is in the living room where the lounge room is. It does give a more social element to VR, which you kind of lose when it's on the computer and it's probably normally in the office or in your room. And some of the games really showcase this. The Playroom VR really tries to make the PSVR a party console by making fun games where all ages can join in. The only real issue that I have with the PSVR at the moment is the cable management, which is a bit of a pain. There's always this long thick cable that's kind of on your neck and it's kind of take you out of the immersion of being in VR. And the other issue is that the room that you can move within the space and with the headset is quite small and limited. So there's times that it will tell you that you're out of the VR headspace, and again that just takes you out of the immersion of being in VR. But overall, I'm extremely happy with the PSVR, and I had quite a high expectation of it, and so far it's meeting it. There's a lot more games and a lot more demos I got to play through, and I can't wait to try them all. So I'll definitely have more videos about the PSVR in the coming week. I hope you enjoyed the unboxing and just my first thoughts on the PSVR. Please subscribe to me or comment and let us know what you want to see. Other than that, this is Warren from Overexposed 360, and I'll catch you on the next video.
In a really tight game, they'll have to take it up a notch in the second half to be sure of victory.
You need to press the advantage home in the second half to secure the points and strengthen our league position. You've scored the most points for the team so far. Don't let up.